So in this video, we are going to talk about the post-operative instructions, the care. So when the surgery is done, like technically done, you give them, you give your patient the post-op instructions, like no eating hot things like soup, no drinking through a straw, no no having like any alcohol or anything like that, no having like any anything that will contain the area where it's at, to bleed even more, because alcohol, if you have alcohol, it's like a blood thinner, and it will contain the area to bleed even more, and you don't want that. And then you have to bite on a gauze. Like I think it's like no more than 30 minutes, I want to say. And then you would have to make sure that if if they have like any continuous bleeding, to make sure that they call the office, and they would have to come in so the doctor can see them. And then you would have to make sure that the area is recovering and stuff like that. And they cannot do any exercise, they like none at all, because if they do, then it's going to pump the blood even more, and that's not good. And then they have to make sure that they don't eat like any sharp things, like say Doritos, or like anything that has sharp edges on it, because it will affect the area that they have the surgery on, and we don't want that. So they cannot eat no sharp edges. They cannot eat on that side. They cannot. They have to have soft things, like say they would have like some soft things that I could say is like mashed potatoes, things that are soft. And if they do have something to drink, it cannot be coffee, it cannot be like anything like that. It has to be something that is like a lukewarm temperature, and it cannot be like hot or anything. And then they would have, there's like a total recovery period that they have, and they would get like because I know I said like a gauze, but it's like a sterile gauze that they get, and the sterile gauze is provided to the patient, and the individual that's accompanying the patient, that came with the patient. So they would have to make sure that they have all that for their post-op, and that they're following the rules and all that. And if the patient is like, if you tell the patient the first time when they first come out of the procedure, and you tell them, but then you would have to tell the person that came with them, to make sure that they know what to do, and what not to eat, what not to drink, and stuff like that, and things like that. So but you have to be very careful on what you do after your surgery, and you have to follow those post-op instructions no matter what.